Yes, I know what you're thinking. And we are in the sky. You are not high. You are not high. Even though Link is a little high right now. Or at least feels that way. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, Minish Cap. Previously, we found the Wind People, the Wind Tribe. Did a few fusions, got ourselves some light arrows. They hand them off to all the tourists. See, they even leave pots laying around, and kinstone pieces are everywhere here. But we're looking for the Wind Temple, so I could, rob more kinstones off of people. See, these are mine now. This is what happens when you summon me to your Wind Palace. I take things. Ask Pooh how it went down. So they were from the Wind Ruins. So these are the guys that are in control of Bongo Bongo Handman, Manos the Hands of Fate. They are the Wind Tribe. So if I didn't tell you already, you would have known by now. They are the Wind Tribe. They're looking for a small boy who collects elements to lift a curse from a repugnant princess. Now, I don't know anybody like that, but Vadi's an evil jerk and we're gonna help you. The wind element is in the Palace of the Winds, right above them. Very convenient. You just have to walk in and grab it. It's not like a dungeon or anything. Not like the longest dungeon in the entire game. Just saying. So Vadi knows about the Light Force and is seeking it, but we haven't seen Vadi since like Video 5 or something. He's kind of like a non-factor now. We're kind of worried about the Hylian King though. He's a little bit weird. But I need to go and get some elements before I can deal with that. Also, didn't he have a kinstone fusion? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Yep, better be careful about it too. You might cut yourself on the kinstone. We don't want a blood pact, just a friendship. Thank you. So, a lot of these Wind Tribe people are named after, like, clouds or wind. This guy's just named Sea-Rock, which I'm sure means something, but I don't understand it. At least this got us a chest in the Royal Valley. Probably not going to be opening it. Probably contains rupees or something. Also, there's a device in the palace that lets someone fly. She wants to explore the palace and find it, but it's a little bit too late now. We have an adventurer that's going to grab that treasure. Yeah, she's too scared. That's why losers lose. Speaking of wings, my kind of people. You see, they even worship them. They got like some kind of weird, looks like a Roman duck. Do you see the Roman hat on the duck? It's a Roman duck, I guarantee it. Yeah, I got plenty of those. I still have those fairies captured, by the way. I'm sure they're dead by now. Let's go to the Hurricane of Death, why not? Welcome to the next to last dungeon in the game. The Palace of Winds. We're even above the clouds at this point to find a floating palace in orbit. Low Earth orbit. There's still oxygen here. It's a long fall if you fall back down. Unless you could see where you're going, like this hole right over here. Which, unlike the rest of the stuff, is not moving. Oh, it's moving a little bit, but not enough. It's not moving with the background. Yeah, I'm calling you out in your Game Boy Advance level graphics. Wow, look how far up we are. The Earth is practically rotating below us. Hey, Ezlo! Ezlo, take a look at this. It's very elegant, thank you. Actually, I was trying to trigger your acrophobia. You said you don't like heights. Make sure you don't fall. You'll just suffer a half-hearted damage. At 10,000 feet up. Don't think about it too much. You'll ruin the illusion. Anyway, Tingle Ring! These pea hats will cause you a lot of trouble if you don't Tingle Ring them first. Or if you don't have the Tingle Ring, I judge you. Why don't you have the Tingle Ring? Now, this is a good way to kill pea hats, though. Drop them into the pits. Also, we're going to be seeing a lot of boomerang action here. We're not even inside the temple. We're kind of outside of it, on the outer walls. I love this boomerang thing. It saves me so many arrows. Look at all this puzzle solution I'm doing. Ah, he committed Sudoku. That's why he's a skeleton again. He's a skeleton on the ground instead of in the sky. Looks like we're gonna have to clone here. It's good. I know how to clone super fast. I'll make an army of Links. We'll destroy this tower. We'll take it by force. Also, these guys dissipate by touching solid objects, so how are they helping me push the block? They're not exuding any force on it. Maybe they just instill him with confidence. They're kind of like his cheerleaders. They're just helping him push, you know, in a spiritual sense. Those things are called the Bomberosa. Make sure you boomerang them, just like I did right now. Like that. They explode when you boomerang them. Like many other things in life. If you hit them with a boomerang, they explode. If they don't explode, they get a concussion. You know what? I'm not hanging out on that ground. Do you see how quickly it collapses? We don't want that. Also, bombs are back too. From Link's Awakening. They ran out of Zelda enemies. They're going with Mario enemies now. They act the same way. They will explode if you touch them. Oh, and up in this direction. You're wondering why I go left. Up in this direction. We can't do anything yet. So, we're going to have to hold that off till later. Certainly there's not a dungeon item coming up. Ah, fluffy clouds. They're way, way above the regular cloud level. I'm judging them. They think they're better than regular clouds. And this is why I like using the Tingle Rang, because it changes direction. I don't need to waste my arrows or waste time. I can just do stuff like this. And this. Okay, maybe not that. Maybe I should have been a little bit more left. But you'll get the idea. Hitting that switch doesn't make this... Hitting that switch over there will make this appear. Just to correct myself a little bit. And it's an ambush by Wizrobes! I'm gonna destroy them with my boomerang might. Man, I wish you could do damage boomerang. But no, you have to be a regular boomerang and just club people to death. Man, there are a lot of Wizrobes here. I think I just stumbled into a Wizrobe convention. You know what? It's a LARP! Look at all these fireballs and lightning bolts! Lightning bolt, fireball! I'm the only ranger! Or am I a warrior? I don't know anymore. Link's kind of dressed like a ranger instead of a warrior. And in Breath of the Wild, he dials that up to 11 with the whole hood thing, and yeah. But we got the dungeon item really early. It's like the dungeon rotates around this item. We could jump now, just like the rock feather in Link's Awakening. And it's the final dungeon item. But this one has an additional jump. It's an extra floaty, glidey jump. But you don't have much control over it, so be careful where you're going with it. Also, it looks like I could jump off in that direction. Don't do it. See? Example learned. What we can do is come over here now. And be not on fire. Be not on fire, please. Thank you. And we can activate Grates with our jump to get a red kinstone piece. This dungeon kind of looks daunting, but don't worry. I'm here to help you through it. Also, that's what happens when you hit bombs. Don't hit bombs unless you're using a boomerang. The whole purpose of jumping is to get up onto these things. This is how we're going to traverse the outside of this dungeon. Also, be very careful, you could jump right off the level. These guys won't stop being electrocuted unless you hit them with a boomerang or an arrow. I prefer boomerang because I like to get up close and personal with my enemies before I kill them. Nothing down that way, don't jump into the abyss. Don't let it fool you. The game's trying to fool you. Why are you letting it happen? If you run into those guys, it won't mess with your jump trajectory, but it'll hurt you, and you'll feel dumb. Don't feel dumb. Okay, cloning tiles and switches, which activate when I touch them. So that means I'm gonna have to make more of me. Come, my minions, we have work to do. Like this, summoning more enemies. Attack them! Army time, go! Army time is not working. There's two ways we could flip them over. We could use the small shield, or we could use the flippy upsy-downy wand. I'm gonna use the shield. Oh no, it looks like a generic wind puzzle. What will you ever do now, Link? And yes, hold on to your hat, which is me, Eslo. Please don't let me fall. So we gotta wait till these things dissipate and fall into the holes. Or we'll be blown into the abyss, so we'll have to go back to where we started. This is kind of tricky and also pretty awesome at the same time. You gotta wait till it starts blowing again, and then jump for it. We're gonna be doing a lot of neat tricks like that later on. And try to be a little bit quick with your actions, because wind will not wait. See, it'll push you around. Don't let it do that. Why'd you let it do that, Link? We're gonna have to launch ourselves past these fans, though. So, this is what happens when I flip myself upside down. Yeah, how about I shoot this at the tower? It'll fall to Earth. I need a more powerful wand. Sadly, we can't solve the dungeon like that. We're not Balos. You mean that puzzle that I solved to get a red kinstone? Gee, how did you figure that one out, Eslo? I have no idea. But yeah, if you didn't go and get that red kinstone, you would learn that grates let you flip them. I don't need it, but I'm taking it anyway. Heck with you guys. Yep, we got these kind of puzzles too. Platforms and grates now. And skulls! Well, that wasn't much of a dungeon room. I mean, I guess it was a little bit cool with the wind and all, but yeah, that was another floor of the dungeon. Now here's a pretty nifty one that I like. We're gonna have to clone ourselves. Get on this platform and go on Mr. Bones' wild ride. Make sure you don't get hit by that thing, because you're gonna need to keep your clones. And they don't hit skeleton skulls for you. You need them to push this out of the way. You see that? Even with my faffing about, I barely had enough time to do it. There's kind of a lack of hearts in this area, isn't there? I'm sure taking some damage, aren't I? I wonder which blocks I should push. Oh, is it the marked ones? I think it's the marked ones. I should fall down just to make sure the gravity works. You gotta wait for these platforms to come back. Ah! This is what I get for my hubris. Hurry it up! Link is getting antsy. Also, don't get too preoccupied killing crows, because they put obstacles in your way. Also, you can't attack while you're jumping. So, that happens a lot. Well! That's my anger. That is my anger. That is my impotent rage right there. That upset me. That upset me a lot. Why did you do that, crows? Look, one of you is my cousin. We should be friends. But no, you knocked me into a pit. I'm upset now. Wind is making me upset. It figures this game came before, well, actually a little bit after Wind Waker, and we're in a Dungeon of Wind. It's topical. So we're done with that horrible section. I hope I never do that again. But we're still gonna have to do some puzzles. We're almost inside the temple. What I need to do first is flip the upside down myself. Right over here. So there's several ways you can solve this, but I like to do this, this, and this. That way I don't have to do any moving. I'm sure there's other ways you can solve it too, but we have to become Minish here. That's me hitting the wrong button to become Minish. I hit the fast forward button instead. That's not how you shrink. That's how you manipulate time. I don't know, I just like emulators that let me do things quickly. Really quickly. Like 1,000 frames per second quickly. This is how you push pots so you don't get trapped. Are you taking notes? I hope you are. Because we're gonna have to do this whole section as a Minish now. We just went full circle. No, I'm a tiny person. So we can get into this hole right here. Oh no, bats! They can't see me, I'm small. Oh no, they can see me, I'm not small. So we're in here for one specific purpose. To hit this switch with the boomerang. And also the bats with a boomerang. Stay still, I'm hitting you with a boomerang now. Still got stuff in my throat, still making me cough. I think I got it now. I'll be very happy when this cold is done with. I'm telling you, it's killer. At least I still have my voice, which is a good thing. So we just did that whole spot as a Minish, just to get a small key, so we can come back over here and do things to that door. Ain't that great? Such a great dungeon this is. Hey, do you got any NyQuil in this dungeon? I think I need it. Oh, welcome to the next floor of the dungeon. We still haven't seen any dungeon maps, we still haven't seen any compasses. What we have seen is my total degradation of my well-being and health. Also, we got Wind Waker enemies in the Wind Dungeon. Well, at least they belong here. Yeah, green kinstone piece. I kind of need a few of those. I remember this room. Go very fast in this room, and pray you do not die. If you jump right off the edge, you can make it, even though you get blown around. It's great. Alright, how do these blocks go again? Like that. They'll be getting back there shortly. I'm not even gonna bother with the lightning guys. I was gonna do something cool. I love this thing. Whee! I love that thing. That is the best part of this entire dungeon, just doing that. Just getting pushed around by that fan. You can just completely ignore the Lakitus in this area. Just get right past them. Yeah, they're gonna throw their lightning on their own time. I guess I was lying. There are more Lakitus in the game than just those two. But there's not many more, I promise you. So I'm pretty sure I have to go up here next. My vision and my memory is getting a little blurry. Because my eyes are tearing up from the coughing. And my brain has stopped working on me. Blue kinstone piece, thank you. And there's a heart piece down there. Sadly, we need to be inside the temple to get that heart piece. And we're not quite there yet. I would like to get there soon. There's a gap off in this direction. So that means using more clouds to my advantage. Turbo jump! Oh, not enough turbo in that jump. I need more horizontal momentum. Like that. There we go. That's how you properly jump off of a cloud. With a wing cape on. Don't question it. Yep, more skeletons in a temple. Skulls in a temple. The next movie. Oh, these jerks. I do not like them. No, I do not. Why? Because they have spinny balls. And I can't attack them directly. What you can do is jump over them. But I like getting off to the side. Because then you can just manhandle them a little bit. Also, is he hitting me in midair? Because he shouldn't be able to do that. He's an enemy. I'm a hero. So I don't think we're going to be getting into the temple yet because I need a big key. And the big key is a little bit off in this direction yet. But at least we made it onto the porch, which is a good thing. But I'm at 19 minutes and I don't want to go much further. I need some medicine. So, next time on Minish Cap, more of the Wind Temple. Arguably the biggest dungeon in the game. I'm pretty sure it is. This thing's pretty spacious. They really splurged on the Wind Temple, let me tell you. Good night, folks.